All right, good evening. Welcome to Unveiled, where all conversations are safe, revealing, and uncuffed. Tonight's show is partnered with Chris's Dishes, Sage and Soil, Jenn, Chavez Photography, and sponsored by WSBI LLC, your Resource for Success podcast. And we have all of our lovely hosts. Hey. Hello. We have Chris and Jenn.
What's
we
up?
have Annetta and Louise. Hey. And we have Carmine and Kimberly. Dun, 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 dun.
Play Royal Entrance song now.
Exactly.
Dun,
Exactly.
dun, dun,
Royalty
dun.
has Royalty has arrived in this. All right, everybody. So we are in November already. What are we revealing tonight?
It's been cold.
I was sweating yesterday. It's so odd.
It's a revelation. I know. November, chilly. Go with it. Yes.
I like the cold.
I know you
like
do.
the cold. Yes. Love it. Yes. All right. But what we are actually revealing is the things that drive us crazy. And Lord, we have a lot of that going on. A lot of things going on that are going to drive us crazy. We already are going to, or we're picking up things that we don't want to have to go down the path, but they're there.
They are.
So who wants to start this conversation out?
Did you really break out a yellow memo pad?
He's always has
Yes,
yellow pad.
always.
Where you been?
No, it's been white.
No, babe, it's
You're
been yellow.
It's been yellow.
You're absolutely
Incorrect.
incorrect. It's
Really?
all been yellow.
Oh, it's been yellow. See? Yeah.
Have another cup of coffee.
I'm just going to take that.
All right, my bad.
I can get a white pad if you'd like.
Well, you did try to bring one out earlier because you're like, I can't find my
My yellow notepad.
Now I know what,
Quick,
what
run
to do
to
for
Staples.
Christmas.
All right.
These are the things that drive me crazy. It's the little nitnoid things, like,
Very true.
My yellow pad, where is
Very
it?
true.
I have to go with a white notebook, and she said, "What are you doing with that?" I can't find my yellow pad. It's because it's here. Oh, thank you, dear.
Wow.
The things that drive me crazy, not so much Kimberly, but the
Just say it.
the organization of things, right? So it's like, my pad is gone. She moved it. I didn't know she moved it, but she did the right thing because it's all where it needed to be with all this stuff.
Right. But where it needs to be is subject to interpretation. Where I believe something needs to be might not be where he thinks something needs to be, and this can end up being a 15-minute argument.
So this could also be a 15-minute diatribe, because have you gone to somewhere you've put something in the house, Chris, and it's gone and it's put in a different place because it belongs in that different place?
No, because we've done it so many times to put it. If once it doesn't go in the same place, something's wrong.
I love the finger pointing at this table right now.
He is famous for moving things around weekly.
Everything has a spot.
Yes, but you put it in new
My man.
spots.
But why is
keep
it
the
that
spots.
spot? Let me tell you
There's a spot
about
we're not supposed to be at.
Wait. This is the jigsaw puzzle of refrigerators. You can go in there, open it up, you're like,
if there is a space, put the flipping food in the refrigerator.
Why is
It's
this-
got two reasons to be in there: to stay
Jigsaw's-
cold and to wait to be eaten. That is it.
But then, like a month later, you're like, oh, I forgot this was in there because it was all behind everything.
What was
not
that
stacked up.
plastic
Yes.
container that was in the refrigerator you can't even identify, and it stunk to holy hell?
Because you put it there.
It's been in there. You open the refrigerator,
You made
can
that,
see.
and you put that there.
I did. No, it's me.
Yes.
Yes, refrigerator organization 101 is definitely a challenge in us that drives both of us crazy, because I will put something somewhere, like, here, the eggs. Why were the eggs not in the same place?
Because we shoved it under the ice maker and they froze some of the eggs. So I said, put them back on the other side.
But that's where your Pyrex dishes go, that you have a stroke if the Pyrex dishes aren't.
Move them off to the
No.
the farthest point away.
No.
So the covers on your Pyrex, are they glass?
Huh?
On your Pyrex dishes?
Are,
Or the bowls?
are the covers glass?
Are they glass or are they plastic?
They're plastic.
Okay. So are they color-coded too?
Yes.
No.
They're red. They're
Yes
blue.
or no?
No, they're not. We have like 4 reds, a blue, a some weird color. and then another weird cover.
Do any of
Why
them
were-
have? Do any of them have
Labels?
labels on them?
No. Sometimes we do, yes.
Butcher tape with Sharpie marker saying what it is.
Because if I don't implement like it's like a kitchen in the house, someone forgets that there's food in there and to eat it, even though she opens it up and it's like, damn, I put this in here.
I'm not in the mood for
It was a month ago I put
He
this in
does
there.
that with the expiration date with the bread. He has to put it in magic marker so everyone knows.
Eat it by this date.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, see,
yeah.
that it wouldn't even
I'm
last.
okay
if I
with
could
a
have
day or
bread in
two
the
later.
house.
I'm not even going to get in that conversation because I'm going to hear nothing but, wow, she doesn't even check the expiration date. Yeah, I don't. I'm bad about that.
So, look, so
That's why things have an
She asked me-
expiration date on it.
she asked
Don't
me,
even go there.
Why? I'm going to go there.
Why?
Because
I
this is
already admitted.
unveiled.
I already admitted.
You
I have a
admitted.
problem with
But
it,
I just give
okay?
you an example.
An
You
example.
don't need an
The example was
Milk.
we,
Cut the
we were
green-
looking for string beans because we wanted string beans, and we did not have fresh string beans. We just finished the string beans, and we didn't go to the market. So I says, I think there's a can in the cupboard.
Okay.
She goes, well, go check it. And
No, I wanted peas. It wasn't
it was
string
peas.
beans.
I'm sorry, peas. Peas. Sorry.
Get it right.
So I said,
Give peas a
the
chance.
first thing I do is I turn that can over and I say, best used by 2022. Well, I guess these things are going somewhere. And then the other one was the corn. The corn was good, but it's next year.
You didn't
But-
eat the peas.
No.
No, we
Why?
got another.
But if
Why
I,
not?
if
Bottom
I
line is-
acquiesce, like I used to be, right? Okay, I'm not going to argue, right? We would have been eating those peas.
No, we
would not
wouldn't.
eat the
No, we
peas.
wouldn't have. I'm not that bad.
Not
I mean,
2022.
exactly.
Like, I
But
can
the-
give you within 6 months of an expiration date of, all right, it's canned, it's sealed, it's
Yeah. Well,
God willing.
the key is that
Not
we don't
one
do
day
a,
late.
well, it's like we don't do a lot of canned goods, so we just happen to have a few up there.
It was from
Literally.
her first move.
Three,
right? So-
3 cans, right? So it's like, okay, because normally everything we do is either fresh or frozen. And
Yes.
and I was like, okay, we don't have any, but I wanted peas to make for this dish that I was making for dinner. I'm like, well, then get some. We don't have none. You know what we need to do? Go to the store. Okay, I get it. I mess up. I don't check the dates regularly.
Do you cut the green
You know.
stuff off the cheese?
No.
Sometimes.
She's like,
That
I'm
part's
eating
not
that
good.
Oh, it's Gruyere. It's
It ain't
supposed to be
good.
green.
Yeah, we were growing up as kids. It used to be told it was penicillin. Right?
Oh my goodness.
I said that the other day.
It's the truth.
Oh my lord.
She had made pumpkin muffins that were quite delicious.
Oh, I see
and,
that on
and
mine.
she was
Thank you.
cleaning the
The
dish,
recipe
and
is
I
so
was
good.
like, "What happened?" She goes. She looked at me, and I was like, "Oh, did they go bad?" Yes. I walked over. I was like, "Oh, look, penicillin!" I was like, "We just cut this off and go to work."
I almost
you
had a
go.
stroke. I was like, hell no. Not only no, hell no. Like, no.
It had all the good fuzz on it too.
Ew, it was
my
like, yeah, that definitely not. All right.
Yes, that
Sorry.
can drive you crazy.
Oh,
Definitely.
God.
So now that we really jumped into this,
But that's a really good place to start.
so we're talking about things that, drive us crazy amongst each other. We got to venture out into the rest of the world.
Okay. I will
easy.
happily venture.
Oh Lord.
Uh-oh, here we go. Da-da-da-da.
Well, wait a minute. Before we do, any other things that you want to enlighten about?
This is expiration date.
I feel like this is a subject that we can go on for hours.
Exactly.
Heck yeah.
There might be
Exactly.
There might be a part 4. We haven't even made it through part 1.
Yes, yes.
This is a great topic.
This is, because you know what? Let's venture out. What is something that drives us crazy outside? People who tailgate when you're on the highway.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You got to
you
be
just got the
professional.
look again.
You ain't got to be on the highway.
I feel like you should have. That person should be looking.
Like, I am definitely one of those people, and I own it. I do it. I will happily slam on my brakes if you're riding my ass. I have no problem
agree.
doing it. Not only that, I will throw stuff out my window and
I won't do that.
Now that I won't. I don't do either
my
one of
famous
those
thing are
two.
pennies. I will chuck a penny.
Karen Chavez.
Shit, right.
Not even. Better than that. It's called I will damage your ass because you're putting mine on me.
Karen Chavez is in the house.
And the worst when they're tailgating you, they're on their phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
That's that right there. That is my biggest thing that I hate is people on their phones.
Yes.
How absorbed they are on the day-to-day, and they feel that they can't survive without looking or being on their phone. Put it down and freaking enjoy life. God dang. Okay, my bad.
But you know what they're doing? They're enjoying other people's life instead of enjoying their own life.
Exactly.
Because life is short, and you got to grab every moment.
Yeah, but
on
Wi-Fi. I don't really care
Really?
to hear about other people's lives. It's like, I don't care about their life. I mean, what are they doing for me? They're not doing an, excuse my language, damn thing. I was like, they're not paying my bills. They're not freaking putting a roof over my head. I'm doing it myself.
It's like reality TV.
Right.
Why do people watch reality TV? They want to see if somebody else's life is more interesting than theirs, is more tragic than theirs, is just a shit show.
To escape their own.
Right, exactly.
Below
So-
Deck's my favorite.
What?
I don't even think that's reality TV.
Below
is it?
Deck. Have you seen that?
I've
Oh, my
not
God.
seen
You
it.
talked about the ones that are on sea out in the water.
Yeah, they're on
Oh.
those super yachts. We watched like a couple seasons of it, and we're like, there's no way this is true.
First of all, people can't
This
treat
is
each other like
awesome. Okay.
that. It is terrible
I
how
digress.
people treat each other.
That's the reality of how people treat each other, right? Every day.
It's scary. It's scary. So being home and working from home, TV's on for noise while I'm doing something
Yeah.
in the kitchen, and I got to tell you, I love having Law and Order on because at least I know my special victims unit. I know what I'm going to get. Reality TV. My girlfriend, she swears by watching the what is that? It's the Real Housewives of wherever it is, Potomac. I was like,
Okay, yes, I heard about that.
I can't even assimilate in any way, shape, or form or identify with these people, with their lives, with their alleged problems, the manifestation of issues for ratings. Like, I want to get up in the morning, have my tea, go for my run, do some work, and then
Yes.
Do some work.
and then go to the gym.
Yes.
And just quiet simplicity. Who wants to know if Sally Mae and Lizzie Sue are doing whatever the hell it is on reality
Right.
TV? It's scary.
A lot of people want to live in the la la land.
Right.
Yep.
Agreed.
Facts, life is life.
Yep.
You know, but a lot of people wants to live on the fake side of the world.
Imagine how much better.
I don't
life
even
is.
think it's the fake side of the world. I think it's the fake side of like what's going on.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, you guys have youngins, right? So
Teenager.
Okay.
Youngins.
Hey, they're youngins. I mean,
Yes.
I mean,
You start growing stuff in the backyard. Now you're a farmer. Youngins. Oh, the youngins.
Youngins.
Cue
I am.
dueling banjos.
there you
here.
go. So, have any of them been like, I want to be an influencer or something like that? You know?
Not really.
No.
Thank
Okay,
God.
thank
He's,
God.
Like on to the video games, but he's not out there trying to be a influencer or a YouTuber or anything like that.
He just knows what he wants to do when he gets older.
Just straight basketball.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, so you guys will be retiring soon.
Yes. Hopefully. That'll be the goal.
But about YouTube, there's different. I feel like there's different type of streamer. There's the fake. They're the pretenders, and they're the real. Because I've seen both sides, and there's people who utilize their money the right way
Right.
to help other people.
Their influence.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Right. Yeah. 'Cause,
So-
I agree with that. I think that there's nothing wrong with being an influencer as long as you're doing it for a lot of the right reasons.
Correct.
And then at the same token, I'm not going to bash somebody who knows how to connect with people and make them watch them, because people do it every day. They're feeding them by being a part of their community, right? Regardless whether we like it or not. At the end of the day, I think that when I say feed, I'm talking about the fact that these people wouldn't get paid if people didn't watch them.
Right.
Right.
I think it's the nomenclature that I find so offensive. I don't like the word influencer. It's like that's saying that you, as an individual, have the power over me to influence,
But that's-
to guide.
But that's what
what it
people
is.
are
my
doing.
decisions.
That's
So
what
how
they're
sad
doing.
is that
So
you're
it's-
taking away independent ability to make
Thinking.
decisions, independent thinking, independent choice, because I'm going to see, Carmine is wearing this great, $2,000 jacket. Oh, well, I have to make sure my husband has that same $2,000 jacket because he has it.
Chris ain't doing that.
Will you
Wait,
shut up?
we know that, but at the end of the day, the whole thing about being influenced, we all know that whether they were on this is my opinion, whether you're on a YouTube scenario, whatever, people every day influence you in some type of way.
It's true.
Right? You have certain things that we look at and we will be like, oh, this is something I might want to do. Whether it's going back to school, you're influenced by somebody's success to some degree. People can't become successful unless somebody's watching them and helping them become successful.
But
I
think that's the problem, though. Is like the social media has degraded what the term influencer is, or who should be influenced.
That's a really good point.
Like there are many people that can, like you said, influence a person on a very astronomical scale. But today, society it's the one person that they follow on social media.
But whose fault is that?
Their choice.
It's a choice that people make. It's not social media. Social media can only be so good or only be what it is by what people put into it.
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
But I think the more interesting part about it is that when you have these companies who are willing to spend billions and millions, just give you 100,000 just to do one clip because that person's influenced by whatever it is. That if it's a pair of shoes, somebody's saying these are the greatest things since sliced pie. You can't become successful unless somebody makes you successful, right? Nobody would pay attention to any of us if they weren't listening, if they weren't influenced by what you're saying. You don't have to be so much in the negative of it. I think that it does have some positivity because you can't always be everywhere, but there's an opportunity for you to look and say, you know what, this kind of makes sense for me. And obviously, not everybody can be always telling the truth, but people live in their own world. So how do you stop that? How do you make that look as if it's the wrong thing to do, where in reality it's just because people this is what they want or what they feel like they need at that point in time. They may not have anybody else in their life to influence them. Right. There's a foundation for everything. So I don't know.
I think for me, influence. Go ahead.
I was going to say I'm not so bothered by the word influence, but I don't like the word follower. Kind of like with Instagram, and I think that's why I don't add so many people, because that follower makes it seem like you're not the leader. I think if it was like a supporter, someone encourager, but the word follower bothers me more than influencer.
I use it more as entrepreneur. It's at the end of the day, each individual influencer, but at the end of the day, they're entrepreneurs. I think that word fits more because a lot of people don't realize what the definition of entrepreneur is.
Right.
They may use it as this is an influencer, but they are a entrepreneur. At whatever level they want to take or whatever they do, at the end of the day, they work for their own self.
Yeah.
Yes, they use a platform to be able to gain that success, but at the end of the day, they're entrepreneurs.
Right. I agree with that. I mean, and I can even say even for my own business, when I was really into it very fully, that social media was very important for me.
Yes.
Because that's how I was able to connect with people. That's how I could get the information I wanted for people to be able to share. And mine was based all on business, right? So that's being an entrepreneur. That was a way that if I didn't have at that time that social media, I would not have been at the highest level that I was at.
True.
Because you can't be everywhere. It's not like back in the old days where I can remember early on being an entrepreneur, you had to be in the room everywhere in order to get people to see you. Well, times are different. They're making it where it's easier. You can virtually do whatever you need to do. And some people are truly going to look at you as, you influenced me. I've been told, writing a book, everything you said in that book, this was me. This is my life.
Right.
So I can't look at it as being a bad thing when I know that my whole goal was to provide something positive, something to share that I've put my personal life out there for everybody to understand that you're not alone. Correct. These are things you can do. These are things you can move forward in doing so that you don't feel as if you have nothing to communicate with, because some people don't have somebody to sit down and talk to. And they use this tool as a resource for them.
Right. So honing in, I guess that's the part of what drives me crazy is the negative connotation that social media brings and the exploitation of children with social media, the lack of awareness due to social media. You can't be a keyboard warrior your whole life. Right. And like, I am notorious. I will put my phone somewhere and I will forget where it happened this morning. I put my phone down somewhere. I was getting ready to come here and I was like, where'd it go? But there are people who will have their phone locked in their hand all the time. And then it's, what are you sacrificing by being like this? Are you sacrificing time with your significant other? Are you sacrificing time with your children? I also think it encroaches on that static of what does your workday look like. I don't begrudge anyone the ability to make $1. I truly don't. And if social media platforms are the equivalent to what advertising in a magazine or newspaper was back when we were younger, that's great as part of evolution. However, where are your lines? You have to be able to draw lines and draw boundaries so that your life is not existing in this nuanced world of electronics as opposed to what is in front of you. And you see it all the time in restaurants. I mean, I'm sure you guys go out as well with the kids and you see kids sitting there like this. Parents aren't talking to them. And I know this has come up in our previous conversations.
Yes,
right? How engaged are you versus being disengaged?
Right.
Yeah. So you started this by saying influencer is not really a word that it is, but what they do is they influence, good, bad, indifferent. Whoever has a platform or creates a platform to talk on the internet is an influencer. There are also disruptors. They're destructive, or someone that says things that are there to stir up nonsense. And we see that today.
I got 3 great platforms for that one.
And I want to hear about those platforms because there are, I never used to get on Facebook because I think that is something that just gets me either angry, sad, indifferent, instead of seeing things that are on there that are, people that educate, people that show how to be an entrepreneur, things that are constructive versus destructive. And there's more destructive than there is constructive. But so I'll like the stuff and I'll listen to the stuff that I have a belief in, but I still am the only one responsible for that influence either affecting me or driving me to be that person that they want me to be, the hater versus the lover, right?
And that's you at 60 plus years of age.
68.
Now you've got 14, you've got 12, 13, 14-year-olds, 20 some odd year olds who don't have that foundation yet.
No, because either they're too young, they haven't been properly raised to understand the difference between good and bad. Because what they see
is what's on their phone.
Right.
Yep, I agree.
Those platforms. Go ahead and talk about those platforms because I'm interested.
We're gonna call it, and it sounds something like news, where it's nothing more like you go on to any of the news platforms that they have nowadays, and the first, we're gonna say 5 things that you see are nothing but filled with hate and anger and evilness, and it's like, I'm not even paying attention to this. Yeah, I don't want to be subject to that anymore. I'll give you a really good example of hate and anger. I had a former soldier of mine who posted something online, and I was like, well, did not see that ever coming. Without question, anything. I was like, you're gone, dude. You're gone from my life. Don't care about you. Don't care about what you've been through. But you don't post that on your social media after what you went through on multiple deployments. And it's just that type of anger and hate is what fills everything nowadays. And to me, that's one of those things that annoys me is some of the keyboard warriors, or I'd like to, what was my favorite saying? Oh, the fair weather, excuse my language, protesters, right? If you're going to be a fair weather protester, right? And then what I mean by fair weather protester is that you people who don't want to be out there when the weather's miserable, or you wait till you're in school, and then when school's out and you go home for college, that you're like, oh, I'm just going to go home now. No, you're a fair weather protester. You don't really even really understand or know what you're talking about.
Right.
So, know what you're talking about.
I'm a little different when I see people who post things that I don't necessarily agree with. You know, first it can be like very triggering, especially if it's against like your beliefs or what you saw that person to be. But I'm big on giving people grace, especially if we have a longer relationship. So if they post something political or, you know, whatever they believe in, I'm like, as long as you're not targeting me or, you know, being directly offensive to me, I'm more to let it slide. Unless it's something that is significant, like you're in child porn or whatever or something, then, you know, I'm kind of giving them grace because, you know, we all have our preferences and all have our biases. And it's okay for other people to have it too, as long as you're not imposing on someone else's will to kind of believe in what they believe too. So I'm a little different. I will let people slide unless it's something that's persistent that I don't necessarily agree in. You know, then I would delete them or something. But I think giving people grace, because no one is perfect and we all, you know, have our challenges and disagreements, but that's kind of the way I see it.
I think it's admirable to give somebody grace. You know, and there's only so much grace I'm willing to give people.
Right.
I will say there are certain boundaries I have put to protect myself because being Jewish, obviously, the whole thing with Gaza and the Palestinians and the war in Israel and the Middle East and everything, that is very triggering for me. I have family that live in Israel. I have a very deep-rooted connection. I have very specific beliefs about holding people hostage for over 700 days, for torturing, for raping, for murder. I've clearly, even as I say this, I'm very passionate about it. I have no wiggle room for people who are like, oh, well, what about these people? Or what about... No, I'm sorry. It's not even about unfriending you. I will just remove you from my existence because clearly you're missing the bigger picture here. It's like, well, all lives matter, not just Black lives matter. You're missing the fucking
point.
picture.
Exactly.
Yes, all lives do matter. But
Yes.
right now, this is who needs your attention and your affection and your support. Shut up, stop, and focus. I can throw up a Jewish Lives Matter right now.
Right.
And you know what I'm going to get?
Right.
Either crickets or, well, what about the Gazans?
Right,
What about the
exactly.
Palestinians?
Right,
First of all,
right.
I don't want to hear it. I don't
Right.
care. It's Jews being arrested for being Jewish. Jews being killed for being Jewish. A temple having 2 people murdered during the highest holiday of the Jewish year simply because they were practicing their faith. Tragic. And I those are just things I can't give grace to. And I'll say it and keep reading. It does drive me crazy that there are people, to Chris's point and to your point, who are so divisive, who are looking almost like
Right.
what's the expression? Poke the bear,
Yeah, right.
just to see how much hate they can drive.
Well,
Right.
yeah, and that's unfortunately it's happened in every administration, but this administration more so. And without getting too political, you know, how is a nation so divided over the Charlie Kirk incident? And why is it covered that way? And why is it, you know, no one should lose their lives over what they because free speech is
Agreed.
right?
But I think it comes from, you know, people's roots. Just like you said, being Jewish and knowing your history of where you came from, you know, it's a stronger hold. Same thing with being African American.
Yep.
We know where we come from. When you see slavery and hangings and stuff, it's like, it's a passion, you know. And then for people who maybe had their own person murdered, you know, then it's like, oh, we have to stand up for this person. So now they're, you know, holding on to that. And that's why I think everyone has their own bias, their own personal beliefs because of your experience. And you have the right to that.
You do.
You know, whether good or bad, you know.
You know, I just came back. I'm going to bring this up. I just came back from El Salvador. A lot of people don't realize that here in the States, the United States, that we have freedom of speech. We got some type of degree of freedom because of the military, you know, a lot of different people. But a lot of people don't realize that up in El Salvador that they have a free life. They don't have to be worried about certain things that we have to be worried about here. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make a difference if you're Jewish, if you're Hispanic, if you're African American, if you're Asian. At the end of the day, anywhere you go in the United States, you can feel that division.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yep.
I went to D.C. a couple of days ago. I talked to one of the security, and you can feel that vibe. Mm-hmm. I went to El Salvador. I just felt
Free.
people free as they
Totally
want to
free.
talk to me, not
Right.
about politics, not about black, not
Right.
Hispanic. Down in El Salvador, you have all different type of people.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make a difference where you're from. Everybody, yes, everybody.
When I went there, I was the only person that looked like me that I saw.
Right.
In the areas where we were, but everybody was enjoying life. Everybody
Right.
was.
Is that because your people know something? Versus
Everybody was enjoying
I know what you're
life
saying over there. I hear you.
and just living life. When I came up here back again, I came back here Thursday night, Friday morning. Mm-hmm. You feel that
The tension.
that
is there.
tension. It's like you can't. It's like, should I say this? Should I say that? Should I? It's sad.
That's what comes from the leadership down.
It's sad.
Agreed.
Right.
Yeah.
But it comes from the foundation of who you are. You know, you don't have to. I don't need somebody stand up at the top telling me
correct.
you got to be this way. No, who are you? If you don't know who you are and know where that comes from within yourself, you're the one with the problem. Because can't nobody make you do anything, right? And I think that's the bigger problem that we're seeing is that when you have somebody saying you can all of a sudden just spew how you feel. No, you've always been that way. It was just, this is giving you the opportunity, the platform to, as we've been talking, to get it out, right? But you cannot tell me that you didn't have a choice. Everybody has choices, but if your foundation believes within yourself that this is who you are, and you hate that or dislike that person because of what they look like or what they're saying, and you don't agree upon it, that's your ignorance. It has nothing to do with me. You can stand up there all day long and spill to me that I'm supposed to hate you because you from the Caribbean and I'm only from Iowa. Mm-hmm. What kind of stupid shit is that? Mm-hmm. Right? But that's the world we live in because of ignorance. And until people decide to look at themselves and realize that I can sit across this table and talk to you like any other human being, you're never going to get past that. I can't change ignorance, but I can stay away from it.
Right.
I don't have to be a part of it.
Exactly.
Those are the things that drive me crazy, is that people are so ignorant, they don't even know they're ignorant. They don't even know how to spell the word ignorant.
Have you ever, I'm pretty sure everybody's heard the analogy, you always eat with your eyes. You eat with your eyes first?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
People need to take that analogy and be able to look at a beautiful plated dish. I know chef thing here. Plated dish, and put that into what you see in America today. Don't look at the hate. Look at what the beautifulness of the people are.
Yep.
So now this brings me back to what you said, and what you said earlier is you used the word community and you said history. Those are two of the biggest things in this country that we have lost. Mm-hmm. We have forgotten about the history of how the United States came to be, what we fought through to make it. I'm sorry, did I hit the table? What we went through to make it, and the whole thing behind that is that how it all started was because a group of people got on a boat, came across the water as a community, got off, built a community, and it's like, you know what? We like this. We like this kind of freedom. We want to be here and not worry about people coming after us or being very hateful for us.
The real story is the real story.
Exactly.
No kings.
Even though nobody really understands what the heck they're protesting about. That's the problem.
Right.
Going
And
back
that's
original
part of
point.
the problem.
Yeah. So if you people are on the side of the road with your friggin' signs today, shut up. Go home and do some education. Like, you have no clue what you're talking about right now.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that either.
I absolutely do not agree with that. If I'm on the side of a road protesting for something, one, I'm going to make sure I fully understand what I'm protesting for. Two, to that end, if I am willing to risk life and limb to do that, I damn well better
know what
have
you're
a
doing.
conviction.
Yeah.
And I don't believe that people are just randomly expressing themselves. When 3.5% of the population go out on October 18th and say we are not happy with the current administration, I truly believe that 3.5% of the population have strong convictions toward the injustices that are going on.
So one of those things that annoys me is people who don't remember history. Okay, so we're going to get back to what Luis said about, us having a military. During the Obama administration, everyone hated being in the military because he did not take care of us. And yet, we're here talking about No King's Day, and it's
two different things.
It's two different things, yes. But why is it that we want to pick on what currently is versus what got us here?
So I agree with you about No Kings, because it's focused on every other poster that was out there, right? Yeah. But really, what does it mean versus what they're really trying to say is that we have a ruler in this country who is taking us down the road of fascism, totalitarianism, whatever you want to call it. Him saying, "I'm not a king." You're right. You're not a king. You're not neither a king nor a president. You're just a destructive force in a world today that needs sanity and stability.
Right.
And what you're doing is you're putting people out of work.
And hope.
You're invoking laws or trying to invoke laws, and you're taking shit away. So what's different about the military today than it was in the Obama? They're still feeling the same pain today.
I disagree with that, because for me, as a person who served through Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump, man, I'm old. Son of a bitch. Excuse my language. Delete that out. Is that I saw when I first came in, we were like, oh my God, this is what the Army was going to be like. We were here to get ready to go to war to defend this country. Plain and simple. When we did go to war, the first part was, yes, somebody attacked us, let's go get them. Let's go. The second part should have never happened at all. And yes, we know where that started. But as it progressed, it was like we get to engage in the enemy, shoot back, protect ourselves, come home. And then it turned into you have to ask for permission to shoot back. And you're still getting killed. And no one's taking care of you.
It's still getting killed today, and nobody's being taken care of at all in any way, shape, or form. So it's everybody's fault. It's not just one person's fault.
But what I'm going back to is everybody only focuses on what is today, not what happened.
But to some degree, you have to focus on what's going on today, because we're going 400 years backwards. We ain't going 2 days backwards. They're literally... Everything that we believe in and try to improve throughout the years is being taken away with the swipe of a pen. Mm-hmm. A fucking pen. And that's the part that bothers me. That's the part that people are missing. One person decided, nope, I don't like this. I'm taking your history away. Mm-hmm. I don't want you to know shit about this.
But that happened during the Biden administration too, when we started taking away statues of history. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
it's actually part of the Constitution where if we remove history, you're removing.
Okay, so you're telling me that it's okay to not bring in the good history, too, of who people are? All our history has been hidden and taken away from us for years, and it continues to go down this path. Nobody gives a shit about who we are. This country wasn't just made by one group of people. Mm-hmm. It's been made by people that they want to erase.
Yes, I
and it continue to erase. All that man was trying to do was bring history to people and knowledge to people who need to understand that we're not alone. These people did this. It drives me insane to sit down and think about, I know a man who is the general, lived right down the street. You're taking this man's name in vain. You're taking it away because of hate. Not because he didn't do something right. It's because of hate. Mm. Those are the things that we're seeing more of today. It's not about the fact that it's about history. You don't give a shit about them. This isn't about history. It's about hate. Every little thing that's going on in this country today right now is going back hundreds and hundreds of years that we have all tried, whether we all agreed or not on how it's being done. The hate is real.
Yeah, I agree.
And it sickens me to have to see this and feel this and know that I got to sit back and explain to my child who's grown, but at the same token, we have to watch our kids go through something that our families have been fighting for years. Mm. You're going to sit here and tell me slavery didn't exist? How are we going to take that away?
It's the same
But
people
because
that
it
say the
doesn't agree
Holocaust
with
didn't
him.
Yeah, same. Good point.
Right? Same thing, what you
Right.
were saying earlier. All these things that we're trying to say is that, and I get what you're saying, I understand. I know, I was in the military too. And I seen things that despised me being in the military because my heart couldn't agree with it. That's the reason why I got out. I'm sorry, I'm not going to go out here and kill nobody. That just wasn't a part of who I am. So you have to make those decisions, right?
Yep.
And I understand that feeling, but also coming out of the military and all the years that I served, they don't want to take care of me. Why do I got to fight for something I know that's been wrong to me and has done, and every day, physically, medically, I know it's an issue, and they're telling me, nope, we don't want to pay you for this. This didn't happen to you. How did it not happen to me? It's in writing.
No, I got that.
You understand what I'm saying? So they weren't taking care of you then, and they're sure as hell ain't trying to take care of you now. None of that has changed. And it's still a fight. Now veterans are constantly, we're in even more and worse predicament because they're taking all of her stuff away as quickly as they can.
Right.
We're
But that's-
fighting for the same shit we
right.
shouldn't have to fight
But that's
for
why
year
I
after
said
year.
earlier, everyone has their own experience, and you're coming from your own place of like hurt or injustice that you felt, whether Jewish, military, being African American, Italian,
Right.
Carmine, how does it feel to be the
Latin,
old white guy in the room?
Hispanic. We all have our preferences of what we want to be better for us. But, I think we're called the United States for a reason.
Right.
The idea is that we have to unite together and still move forward somehow. And that's been hard to do. And over the decades, that was the civil rights movement and everything else that's trying to, move us forward. But now we're at a place where everyone is moving backwards. It's like each group is having their own struggle. And I think the idea is, how do we pull together, despite our differences, to still move forward? Hey, we still love. We still want health. We still want to, be stable. And if we can agree on some of those things to move forward, instead of pushing 2-3 groups backwards so we can move forward, that would be the idea, to have everyone take a step forward. But some don't want others to move forward. Others think like, well, hey, you had enough steps, I'm going to push you backwards. Or, hey, I used to be in the front, so I want to be in the front now. And that's kind of what's happening. Well, we're going to go back to where it looks for
Where it's
what's going to be
comfortable.
good for
Yeah.
me.
Right.
Everybody get back in line to where it used to be 60 years ago, 70 years ago or so. And that wasn't moving us forward, and that's why we changed it to begin with. But if we can all find a way to, take a step forward where it's not hurting everyone else, I think that would be the goal. And that's what drives me crazy, injustice for either side. But I understand it for every angle. Maybe that's the therapist in me. And yes, we wouldn't want to disrespect our military. We don't want to disrespect, the Jews and blacks, Hispanics. But how do we move forward? And if
Or the
everyone-
Italians.
No,
And old Italians. Yeah, we don't want to.
or the mature age group,
Right. The more mature age group over here. Exactly.
Oh, so now I'm the minority. I'm Italian and I'm old.
Yes. And I'm not gonna
she
get
didn't
to
say it
preaching,
like that.
But the idea,
But it was very elegant how you said it.
But that's a really
I
good
think,
point.
Yeah, I think the idea is love. And I know
Absolutely.
that may sound
So-
cliche, but if we could learn to love each other for just being people, because
Yeah,
on the inside,
exactly.
we're all the same. And just like you said, judging, we see with our eyes and we want the best thing, but what is on the inside? Is it the nutrients? Is it, what's going to help us grow? And if we could focus on whatever we eat from the inside, is it really helping us to grow? Is it, making us healthier? And people can make choices for what's actually going to be good, we would be good. But because we make choices from what we see and what we think and what we heard from previous generations, it's holding us back and killing our country.
Well, not being able to keep history as part of history, I think, is a problem. We have to understand that there's a time and a place for everything. And historically, when I was younger, I was always told there's 2 conversations you never discuss in company. Politics and religion.
Right. Yep.
And what are the 2 primary topics that will cause any argument to ensue?
Politics and religion.
And that's what's happening today. People are either trying to identify politically, or they're trying to identify based on religious preference, or they're trying to grab something that speaks to them because that's what they know. And it's easier for, and I don't like using the word easier, but for lack of a better word, it's easy for me to hold on and express hatred than it is for me to express love.
Yes.
And why is that? Does love make you weak? Is you being accepting of somebody else a stigma?
Yep.
I think people are uneducated on how to like be respectful and love each other.
Yeah, the emotion is definitely a problem. You know, because people are not emotional or empathetic to other people.
Agreed.
Right.
And I don't know what fixes that.
They want to
Right.
hold on to their identity too. Well, I've been attached to this, being African American all my life, or so I've got to put my foot down, or I've been attached
Right.
to, this religion. And it doesn't mean you lose it, but you can still embrace and give grace to other people instead of just honing in on what you feel like is, right, or what you felt was wrong to you back years ago or so.
I'm going to put it in a different angle. I hear everybody here. Everybody's hurting. Let's see. Everybody. There's one thing I have learned based on the platform on social media or walking in life on a regular basis. What impact can we do to other people? First of all, see people as human beings. That's one.
Yep.
I don't care where you're from. Second, just say hello to somebody. Because I had experience when I was coming back from El Salvador. There was this lady, I'm not going to say what color, what race, it doesn't make a difference, that she was on the wrong side of the bed. And me being me, I like challenge. I was like, how you doing? I had to break that ice, but she was able to have a conversation. And after we had the conversation, listening to her, well, sometimes we got to take off our eyes of our own self and put it in somebody else. Because we don't know how people are hurting. People are hurting from all different angles. If it's a death, if it's politics, or whatever the case is. But you're saying hello, having a conversation, and say, you know what? You're going to be okay. Us as people, we are focused more of what's going on instead of seeing exactly what's happening in front of us. Not going into politics, and not going to this, not going to that. Just, hey, how you
Just say
doing
hello.
today?
I was
Yeah.
happy when you said hello to me. When we met. Remember?
See, there you go.
Now
To
look at
people.
us.
Don't get shy now. Go ahead, Louise.
And
Did you feel special?
Yes, that's right.
when we
Yes.
do not know what that conversation, that 30-second conversation is going to create, because we do that on a regular basis.
Right.
Treat people as a human being, not as just what color are you, or what
Right.
race. And that's going to make a big difference. That's one of my philosophy is on a regular basis. When we go out, how am I going to say hello to somebody? Or say, have a great day, or whatever the case is. I have seen positive result 99.99% of the time.
Or even just doing simple things like holding the door open
Yes.
for somebody,
Yep.
or asking somebody if they need help.
Yes.
Or
Yep.
it was like, I don't know, I think it was like last year. There was this old man, it was probably a little bit older than Carmine. He was at Lowe's. He was at Lowe's and he was putting stuff into his truck, and I was like, this dude looks like he's about to collapse.
He was like,
Let
oh,
me
the
go.
man with the suspenders.
The man with the suspenders. Let me go. I'm getting that for you for Christmas, Carmine, suspenders.
You are not putting my husband
Let me
in
go.
suspenders.
Let me go over and help him. And you would just the life that gave it to him. Like, somebody is helping me do this. He see me struggling, and he knows I'm of age. Like, dang, this is awesome. Like, just those things. But on the flip side, I don't know how many times I've held the door open for somebody that I didn't know, and they're just like,
I say you
Get
welcome.
an attitude.
yeah, I
exactly.
do too. I'm
Exactly.
like, oh,
Yeah.
you're going to be annoyed by it? I'm going to show you. I'm like, you're very welcome for having a nice day.
And they look at you like,
Yeah.
you talking to
Right.
me? Like, I open the door to you.
Yeah.
So self-awareness, Luis. I like that too, because I am definitely guilty of when people are like, "Ma'am, would you like help?" One, as a New Yorker, I'm still not used to being called ma'am. Living in the South, that's still, it's like, what? Oh, okay. I'm getting better at that too. But then it's like, oh, would you want help lifting this? No. Would you like me to tell you how much I can deadlift?
Hold on. Time out. Wait.
Attitude. Jewish attitude.
No. Now, so here comes the things. So one thing that annoys me. My wife says that. And my wife does, she's been doing CrossFit for about a year and a half now. And she just deadlifted like 180 pounds the other day. 195 pounds the other day. But let me tell you, honey, I can't open this jar of something. Can you please help me? It's like, you said you're strong at the gym, but you walk out, you're like, I have no strength.
I'm like T-Rex trying to open up a jar of something. It's not my fault.
Oh my gosh.
But yes, self-awareness is important because you do want to, like, they're not being nasty asking if I need help. They don't know if I'm capable or not. And, the gray hair kind of gives it away, but that's okay. And being able to self-actualize and realize that you have room for growth, I think, is something that you have to be present with all the time.
Yeah. And I like
Go ahead.
No.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I like what you were talking about, Louise, the fact that just saying hello and, the conversation hanging out Lowe's. I'm just thinking of a story when we were out Lowe's a while ago. We were trying to get some stuff to put together for the outside deck, and this man just...
Russian Jew.
Yeah, and he just literally out of nowhere just starts talking to us, to the point where we were probably there, 30, 40 minutes, and I just had to finally walk away, and he was still talking.
I can't walk away from a good story.
Right? Exactly.
This guy went through shit.
I mean,
a lot of shit, and he was very knowledgeable about things that I really didn't want to do. But if I needed to do them,
you needed his story,
right?
So it's like, but we needed to get out of there.
Right.
It's like an hour later, I'm still having a conversation with this guy. He obviously needed to talk.
Yes.
Right.
I don't like to walk away from somebody who I don't know what pain they're going through. That he's not just a chatterbox. He's just
he needed to communicate. He needed to get something off of him.
So I said, let me be a Christian, right, and not be
Did you really
fuck you? I got things to do, right?
I thought you're Catholic.
What?
I thought you're Catholic.
Is there a
It's all the
difference?
same thing.
No, I got educated. One of the women in my she gave me. Annetta's about to knock you 16 ways to Sunday.
I'm not saying religious. I'm a good
You're
person.
a good person,
right? So I use the
You
word
can
Christian.
be agnostic and be
I
a
could
good
be
person.
Jewish, Catholic. I just said
You could believe in Satan and still be a good person.
We're not going there.
no. I believe in Satan.
Okay, so on the things that annoy us,
Believe he exists.
Right,
Okay,
let's get
Can
back
we get
to
back to the things that
panhandlers.
Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say, but that's okay.
Lantern
I just
buzz.
need, look, I can't walk away from someone who needs to talk.
Absolutely.
If they were talking nonsense, if they were talking a political view or something,
God.
but this was somebody's life that they needed to talk about, and I said, I'm going to listen.
And you know what? You made that person's day.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you'll find the person that you leave you open the door for, and they thank you for it. I find when I do that, I mostly get people to thank me. Then there's people that are indifferent and just walk through and don't say a fucking word. And do I get to be what? Do I?
It's like 60 minutes in my ears with the ticker. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. I was like,
so what do you do? The good experiences outweigh the bad. So there are people saying, well, I ain't going to open the door for nobody anymore because they don't appreciate it. That's not true.
That's not true.
The majority of the people appreciate the little things that you do, right? And that's why I continue to do them as opposed to, not doing them, right? But it does bother me that nobody says something or they give you that stink eye. Like, what do you think? I'm trying to hit you, hit you or hit up on you, right?
Going to take you out with the door.
Boom.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
panhandlers annoy me.
So you want to go down that path?
I hate panhandlers so much. Like, I got it. Some people are authentic, but then there's ones where, like, I've literally watched people sit on the side of the road, panhandle, and walk over to their car. It's like, bro.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that.
Or they had the latest iPhone, and or the clean shoes and stuff. It's like, you're not faking me. I know. Okay,
He said, I'm done.
So where do you draw the line on that, right?
Right.
Because there are obviously people that are in need and are but you see so many of them, and you're saying to yourself, how do we change this, right? Because either they need to be off the street because they're not really panhandlers. And an example I'm going to give is a short example, but when I was in Manhattan working, and I was walking from the Pan Am building through to 46th Street through that tunnel, there was a guy with a cup in his hand. He looked destitute, and people were just putting money in there. And then I see him at Sparks Restaurant, because you can't forget the face. I'm saying, what the fuck is this guy doing here? And he's in a suit.
Making bank.
He's making bank, right? So that led me to believe that not everybody out there is, but depending on the day, you give that $1 versus you look away and you say no. Where is the
line
Christianity in this?
I would just like to remind you that Jesus was a Jew, my love.
Going back to what you're saying, my father and my mother always have said to me, son, if you can help a homeless person, do it. Whatever they do is between them and God.
That's great.
Because if we see and we have helped people and we have seen them walking to their nice car, but at the end of the day, we did the right thing. Whatever they do after that is between them and God.
Right.
Yeah, because you can't control what they do.
Can't control it. And that's a period for me right now.
Yeah.
But you know the thing, like I've tried this. Like I did my own like little social experiment. Like so the panhandlers. Yes, I've really done this. And granted, I've done it without the wife in the car because she'd be like, "What are you doing?" Where they'll have their signs that say, "We need help." I'm like, "Okay, I'm going to give you an address, and I have some work for you to do, and then I will pay you." No, why don't you just give me the money? Like, see, like you still got to be able to work for earn your keep. You know.
I started doing it different. I don't give out money. I give them food.
Food, yeah.
That's
Food,
what I do.
yeah.
But I've had people reject me with food too. Like, oh no.
Oh
I
yeah,
just went, I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I always tell them about the story.
You
where
actually
my
had
son
somebody
and I-
say no to you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Multiple times.
absolutely.
Well, I was
I
about
don't
to
want
say
that.
something.
Oh, I was
I'm
gonna
gonna
say,
tell you what.
yeah.
I was about to say something's gonna be really bad.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I've had
They
that
came
happen.
back and said, "Okay, you're gonna give me food, but I don't know. I don't have a bathroom." I mean, if you read it, makes sense, right? In some type of degree. But yeah, there was a person who said that to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that happen too. Where my son, I told him the story where my son and I had at one time when we first moved here, volunteered down in DC at a church. We were all back there cooking all this huge food so they can get ready to serve these other people, who needed help. And so we couldn't even eat the food, but we had to serve it. I got cussed out that day, was told I'm not eating this slop. And then I was like, yeah, I can go next door and get it. And sure enough, the same people were cussing us out were right next door eating a hamburger at a very fancy restaurant in D.C. that cost them 10 times more than what it would have been to get a meal because it wasn't good enough for them.
Yep.
So those type of experiences do make you kind of feel a certain way, right? Yeah. Because, you're volunteering, you're giving your time, you're giving your money, you're giving your whatever you need to, because you're feeling, hey, I can help these people the best that I can, and then you're literally getting cussed out in a food line because to them it was slop. It goes to show that what we do provide here in America, in this country, people are abusing the situation, right? They're taking it for granted.
I would say that is with everything. Like I was just having a conversation with a woman the other day who. She's a newer friend of mine, and she and I have been, chatting and getting to know each other, and we went for a walk, and we were actually talking about Chris and his time in the military and coming out and what transitioning was like and all the normal stuff. And one of the topics that came up was that her relative worked for the VA, or recently left the VA, but was in claims processing. And how many of these veterans allegedly are 100% disabled or trying to get their ratings improved, and they're perfectly fine. They did not serve in a combat zone. They did not have any crazy health situation go on, but because they knew how to play the system, they are now receiving certain benefits, right? So let me say that is something that drives me crazy because I know what it's like to have a spouse who's having night terrors and thrashing around in bed because of events that happened to him, and have people come up to me and be like, "Are you okay? Are you in a domestic violence situation?" Because I'd have black and blues on me. And in hindsight,
not to laugh, but okay.
In
so
hindsight.
One time we woke up and I went downstairs and she had a black eye. I was like, "What the hell happened to you?" And she's like,
You.
"Really?"
so I look at this and I'm like, all right, I know what this situation is.
Right.
And so I can appreciate, and it drives me crazy when I see that those are the same people who are also double dipping in working for the government and collecting the double pensions, and they've got these, they're abusing the system. But any abuse of a system I find reprehensible.
Absolutely.
If you're capable of work, whatever the work is, so long as it's honest work, there's nothing that's beneath me. And like my father always told me, you can go work your ass at a fast food chain and you can mop a floor just as well as anybody else. There is no work that is beneath you. And he's absolutely right. I can go to a store, I can get a job, and whether I'm making, and I obviously couldn't tell you right now what the going wage is to work at McDonald's, I just don't know, or any fast food chain. There is just a level of ownership and responsibility where the system should be in place to support and to help those who genuinely need it.
But it shouldn't be permanent.
It shouldn't be permanent, and it shouldn't be abused.
That's right. Yep.
Well, back to
Let me tell you, if I worked a soup kitchen and somebody would tell me I'm not going to eat this because it looks like slop, I would have a flashback and be like, boy, I'm about to pull out an MRE and give it to you.
There you go.
Let me tell you.
Exactly.
There's worse things you can eat, man.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah, believe me, I understand. But I like my MREs. There was a couple of them I enjoyed. And I
Number 4, the omelet. Not
The
having
omelet was good, but
What?
I like my corned beef hash. Corned beef
that
hash
one's pretty good.
was and the peanut butter.
Yes. But let's go back to these lantern bugs.
Oh, yeah, they're annoying.
That drives me crazy. These bugs. But why do they want to land on me?
What?
That's my
They like
problem.
you.
That's the problem.
Because it's a free
come
ride.
close.
That
It's a
brown
free ride.
sugar, girl. That
When
brown
they see
sugar.
when they see that tree that they want to infest, they just pop off.
Yes.
Right? They said, "Hey, I'm not going to fly around aimlessly because my wings get tired."
You can see
right?
our ring camera. I'm going off on these bugs on
Seriously.
the porch. Yes, because they like to be where I need to be, and I don't like that. That drives me crazy.
Gosh.
But
Sometimes I see her grabbing the broom. I'm like, what are you going to do that here? I'm like, what are you doing?
You are too funny.
She's doing the psycho routine in the shower.
Oh my God, you are too funny. No, you are
and
not.
I win every time. Yes.
See, and I've only seen like 3.
Really?
Oh no, they're all over. You better be looking for them because I was in the cleaners picking up stuff, and this woman starts screaming outside because the line goes outside.
Like
right?
screeching?
Screeching, ah! And then she looks at me, she says, "Kill it." I'm saying, because it's in the store, right? I'm saying, and this is just somebody waiting to drop off their laundry. And I'm saying, I just started laughing. No, I'm not doing that. You kill it. I'm not going to kill it. I said, they're killing our trees.
Then kill it!
And so, kill it.
Why do you need
But
to
they're
do
told.
it?
You're
And
told
the guy
to kill it
behind the
if you see it,
counter
'cause they just
is
procreate.
laughing his ass off.
I would have died laughing
Laughing
also.
his ass off. And the woman behind me, she just didn't know what to make of it because it's like, is she with you?
Wait, it was you? No, it wasn't Kimberly, was it?
No, it was not. I was not with
It's
her.
like, but people, here we go again. People are on 2 different extremes.
Yeah.
It's not killing me, and this is the environmentalist on the other side,
Yeah.
right? But I have to kill it because they don't want to step on
Look,
it.
she does not want that karma
On her,
negativity
right,
on her.
right.
That's like a
Yes.
10-point
My
deduction
thing is
for
the
karma.
distance. If you keep a distance from me, I'm fine. But if you invade my space, the lantern bugs, now I got to fight you.
See, that's how I feel about spiders.
Yeah, I love it.
I become a ninja with a spider.
Yes. Keep the space.
She does not at all. You know what she does? Honey, come kill this.
There's a tarantula in the house.
It's a jumping spider. It'll jump on me and kill
I
me.
hate those.
You are 25 feet away. It can jump that far.
You've never walked into a web. I'm like this.
Yes.
Yes,
And now I have to
exactly.
investigate my entire body and cleanse and scrub because there could be a spider hiding somewhere in my
Yes.
hair that is going to end up like infiltrating my bloodstream.
Right.
I don't
this
know.
morning
It could
when we
happen.
came and that bee was in the car and he just let it fly out. I'm in
Was
my
a
head,
beat
I'm
inside my car?
Kill it, kill it, kill
How
it.
do you got in there trying to get a
It's
free
not
ride?
supposed to be in the
Guess
car.
it's expensive.
Exactly. Get out.
Get out. You're wrong. Inflation is hard.
It's hard hanging on to the windshield wiper.
It was inside. It's inside the windshield.
Yes.
Like, no, you get it out.
Like Carmine said,
Did
just
you
wanted
kill
a
it?
free
No,
ride.
let
No,
it
I let
fly
it fly
out.
away. I opened the windows down.
Can't
let it
kill the
fly away.
pollinators. No killing the pollinators. Don't kill the pollinators. No, no.
Like,
Oh my
stay
gosh.
outside, not in our space. That was in the space, and the car is in the space.
That is discrimination. Because if it was a cat in your
Let-
car, you'd probably be petting it, right?
Oh,
Oh,
I
no.
no, that would be out too.
Run
Yeah,
that
yeah.
some SOB over. Listen, you got to be polite, okay?
The spider in the car would have the same problem,
Be
though.
acknowledgeable.
Right.
Let's talk about the kittens.
Okay, if it was a dog, you'd be okay?
Depends what type of dog.
Papa dog. Yeah,
I have
on
a
top of that, you
I have a
be careful.
chihuahua.
That's it.
No.
That's
It's
it.
out.
No.
She's like,
For him,
She
we're
needs
done.
a lot of therapy.
I'm not big on pets that much, but I'm like, it's just the space. You know, if only this one.
I'll take this pet. Bark at me anytime, she said. Bark.
that encroaches the space without invitation.
Right.
So I have that issue with
Yes,
people.
yes.
I don't like when people invade personal space. I don't know why people do it more now, or I'm just more cognizant of it. But ever stand online to go pay for something, and as you're snaking,
They're right up
girl,
on you.
literally.
You can smell their breath.
Oh my God! We were at
we
hold on. We were at a baseball game, and I'm not going to name the team, but let me tell you, we stood in line because we wanted to be a fan thing. I don't even know what they call it anymore. I was going to say something, but I know that's very derogatory. But we were standing in line to get a jersey, and this guy comes up. And he was literally 6 inches from us. And I kept stepping forward. I kept stepping back, right, left, just to get him out of the bubble. I was like, what is going on with this dude?
It was horrible, the smell that came off.
It's like,
He had breath odor and body odor. And it was July, and it was hot.
That's a bad combination.
it's so bad.
Let me tell you, the stench was... I
Like
would
we
have rather been smelling barroom floor than smelling this.
we were actually taking breaks by stepping away each just to like
To get
my
air.
breath, bro. It's so bad.
I was sitting there thinking when we were at the post office the other day. And I was like,
Oh.
babe, did you smell that? Did you smell?
What was it?
Well, it was.
Oh.
He didn't smell
The
it. 'cause
guy was
had
being very
left.
cordial, too, about... He had to come and tell the postmaster that one of the
AKA
lock
weed.
boxes was open, right? And I wasn't really sniffing. She just picked it up.
You weren't
Well,
sniffing
the
strangers?
reason why I could smell it was because the lady in front of me thought it was me, so she kept itching up.
It's my glaucoma.
She moved up, and I'm like, why does she keep moving? I'm not, I'm nowhere near.
Wait, she was moving up
she
to like
kept
sniff
moving-
on you?
No,
or-
no,
Oh.
she was moving
thought-
ahead.
Get away.
She was in front of me.
I thought
because
she was
think
trying to
thought
like get a
it was-
contact high. She's like,
I think she thought it was me.
Oh, my Lord.
And I'm like, no, it's not me, because it's this guy
That's
standing next to
great.
me, and thank God she didn't stay the line. But even though he was some distance, he smelled so bad. It was so strong
oh my God.
that he literally walked out and left. But it was really strong, and I was like, and as soon as he left, it was like, oh, it's gone.
No.
I said, did you smell that? He's like, looking at me like, no. I'm
I
like,
just do not
missed
know
it.
how people
Did
cannot
somebody fart? No.
realize how bad it is.
Yeah.
They
Sometimes we
don't.
go to area, and it's like, I go, damn, who is smoking that good thing today?
Yes.
We have a place that we go to, right? And across this, like literally across the parking lot,
Oh, God.
we will come out from this particular place every so often. We're like, man, I better not get tested tomorrow.
I know.
So strong.
Yes.
Wow.
Wait, is it legal in Virginia now?
It is, but
with the prescription.
prescription,
But
yeah.
in DC, is you have to have a
You have to have
an ounce.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can carry with you, but if you go over that ounce, whatever the ounce it is, you go to jail. But
Yeah.
That's funny.
Things
that's why
to
we
look
go.
forward to.
You go to DC, people smoking in their front yard, backyard. It's,
Like it's nothing.
Like nothing. Yeah.
See that? I don't know. It still strikes me so odd till I drive down the road. Somebody's puffing in their vehicle next to me. I'm like, oh, all right.
Right.
I remember doing that in my 20s. But okay, you grandma.
I feel sorry for all those people that were put out of business on the street corner.
Thank you.
Because legal dispensaries, knowing that shit's not going to kill me, what's not laced with cyanide, right?
I mean, I don't know where you were getting your shit, but we never worried about that.
When the nickel bag gave you 5 joints.
Yes, it did. And I could get papers for 97
Were
cents.
they pre-rolled?
Pack of easy wides were important.
I'd be happy with just more coffee today.
I remember I was arguing the point when I was a kid saying, I just bought this nickel bag. I got 2 joints out. What the hell happened?
Wow.
Well, we know what you've been doing in your livelihood. Okay.
One day when we are not on the air.
There, could y'all please take this on another topic here?
Strike this from. I'm not a government employee anyway, so
That's right.
We got to edit this.
You may not be.
Just go out. Just tell her to go outside.
Please.
Don't stand downwind. That's all I got to say.
Exactly.
Oh,
But
man.
Oh, that's one thing we'll do once we're all not government people. We'll all just get high.
that's it. When are you retired?
This is something I've never been interested in, so I'm glad I don't have that thought. Never.
Right.
Nope.
I haven't had it for a long period of time.
Haven't had it or haven't had the thought?
Yes.
Right. There's a difference.
There's a difference. Okay.
Right.
I haven't had the marijuana in just
Decades.
That's good.
In case you didn't know what we were talking
Decades.
about.
Thank you.
We're glad.
Clarify.
We're glad.
Next, we're going to have a wine tasting
now. If I
right
get glaucoma,
Exactly.
I may be
Exactly.
puffing up.
As you should.
Mr. Pesce, why are you back so soon for your refill?
It's Jenn's fault.
My wife threw out my marijuana. I need more.
The dog ate it.
She finished
She
it.
said the counter.
This is the brownies, okay?
Ooh. Said the counter was dirty, and I swept some green stuff
Right.
up. I don't know. I thought it was oregano. I don't know.
Right.
We were trying to organize the fridge.
Well, now I understand why we go through so much oregano, okay?
Carmine's compensating with oregano.
That's pretty good. That's good. Don't tell anybody we grow a lot of it in our backyard.
Great. So now when the helicopters are flying over.
Exactly.
The FTA is going to be there. So.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, on that note, I think we have definitely conquered the world of what drives us crazy. For real. But we all know that we have Father Pesce in the house because he needs to save us right now.
We need saving.
Listen,
We absolutely need saving.
I think we all have issues on the things that drive us crazy. What's so funny?
That's the way you
Issues.
said it.
Well, because the things that drive us crazy, it started out with the little things like husband and wife stuff and other people's stuff and workers and instances and stuff like that, which was all great. And it evolved into a very philosophical discussion about, I'll call good and evil. But you know, I was ready to talk about. So we'll have a second and a third one to talk about, you know, life after retirement, the things that are my pet peeves about that. But I love you, baby.
I wasn't worried about me, okay? I'm worried about you.
We started going to the dark side. I don't want to say the
man.
dark side. It's about we started talking about influencers, the word influencers, YouTube. We went from inspirational to destructive, or somehow how someone who just says things to stir up stuff and get a rise, and how those things are. I think we all were peeved about that, right? So those are the things that drive us crazy. How it shaped where we are today. How influencers today have a, how should I say it, an ulterior motive. And if it could just be, I see somebody who wants to tell me how to make a good baked ziti versus
Swanson.
baked Swanson. I'll leave that be. But anyway, many things drive us crazy, right? Some are very little, they're pet peeves, and others are big, the hate and the fear, and that's what we covered. I don't know how to leave this without saying, really, we have educators out there that are not really educating but pontificating. We have entrepreneurs who sometimes try to tell us good versus bad, but it doesn't work out. Most of our posts on social media are hate and violence, injustice. We don't see a lot of education on social media, and we covered that. And I just needed to say that because it took a good portion of our talk today. I like Luis's comment about treating people as human beings, treat people like you would want to be treated. I think that resonates very well. And I want to not call you out on it, but I think it made a statement, and which we all share here. We have lost our ability to be civil, caring, empathetic towards others, and that's something that I think is very important when we talk about the things that drive us crazy. It drives me crazy when I see the destructive force of those, how people think and what they do versus what they can do and what we want them to be. And given that, that's all I really need to say right now. I don't want to.
You're gonna start another whole conversation.
I thought we were going there with the retirement after federal service thing. I was like, "Ooh, this is gonna get good really quick."
That will be a new topic.
That'll be a New Year's topic.
Exactly.
So
what to do with your life in retirement?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. I definitely appreciate your comments and your summarization of today, Father Pesce. We appreciate you because we all, like I said, needed some saving at the end. So, as usual, I definitely thank you all for coming out tonight and hanging and talking about the things that drive us crazy. For our listeners, this is the last one for the year. If we want to be able to come back stronger next year, have some more great conversations. We know that at the end of the year isn't obviously here yet, but we really like to take that time off, of course, too, and spend time with our family and friends towards the end of the year. But this definitely has been a very interesting year. We come together, we're doing this new podcast, Unveiled, and it has been beyond the success I could have thought it could be, and then having all you guys at the table here has just been special. So for those who are listening, expect better conversations, expect to possibly see our faces throughout the year, expect more pictures. We're going to make this a little more lively. Eventually, we will also provide it where people can call us in. Maybe we'll start doing some live ones, having some true conversation with other people and getting some of their questions. So just expect some changes to come for the new year. Like I said, again, we thank you all for listening to us tonight. And obviously, if you want to be a guest on this show, please reach out to me directly at kimberlywsbillc@gmail.com. Want more of the Unveiled podcast shows? Monetary donations to support the podcast are definitely accepted. You can do, I don't do Cash App anymore, so we're going to take that off the plate. But definitely do PayPal, Good Pods Tip Jar, or you can go directly to the website at www.wsbilc.com to support us. Again, we want to thank you all for listening to us tonight. We will be back in the new year in 2026 on a Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Just keep your eyes open when that first new episode comes out. But until then, be sure to follow us on iHeartRadio, Spreaker, YouTube, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Until then, enjoy the rest of your evening and good night.
Bye.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.